Next up, we have the 2004 ALCS against Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am.
I feel like this one's obvious.
All right, we are trying to figure out or find out what the best sporting moment of the 21st century is. We've picked 64 of what we feel are the best moments that have happened across any and all sports over the last 26-ish years. We're going to run through this bracket, and by the end, we are going to have picked the best moment in sports history of the 21st century.
Okay. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
I'm going to be biased and be pretty open about it.
All right. First matchup, we have the helmet catch against the onside kick in the Super Bowl. Colts and Saints. This one's tough.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're on the, just talking about bias.
Yeah,
we're on the other side of the helmet
bias,
catch.
yeah. But I mean, objectively, that is.
What criteria are you kind of bringing to this?
It's like, how often is that get called back? First round's like, how often have I seen that? How much impact did that have on the sport? And how much, like, is it a reoccurring thing every year or like every time it gets brought up in conversation? For me, in my realm of football, like what I see in the content I consume, the helmet catch overpowers the Super Bowl onside kick. I see that more, and I think it had more of an impact, like from what I know.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Might have been a more legendary moment to do the onside kick, but like, I can't recall that play off the top of my head.
That's what I need to make sure I don't do is like picking like, oh, well, this is more impressive or this is better. It's like, it really is about like what was the most iconic moment.
Like I've seen the helmet catch more times than I don't even know what color jerseys the Saints and the Colts are wearing. Like, I don't remember
White and
that.
blue.
Well, I figured obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know which one was wearing which.
Guy knows ball.
Yeah, color guy. You get my point. Like, you get my point.
Yeah, the helmet catch is, I hate to admit it, probably one of the most iconic moments in Super Bowl history, certainly in NFL history, maybe in sports history. Yeah. David fucking Tyree will forever. Like, I remember this. I was young, but I remember
watching it too.
Yeah, there's a great. I think it was SNL or the ESPYs. Justin Timberlake was hosting. And the skit is like he's on the sideline, he's chewing gum.
Yeah, he puts it on the helmet.
Yeah, and he like spits it out and he puts it on the helmet, and the guy's like, what the fuck? He goes, don't worry, man, this guy never plays. Comes over, grabs it, helmet, like.
Who cares, man? This guy never plays anyway. Until now.
Eli Manning airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Pressing it against his helmet as he goes to the ground.
It's fun. It's true. David Tyree was a nobody.
I know.
Like that Giants team was they had, I think Victor Cruz was on that team, Plaxico Burress, obviously Eli Manning, Michael Strahan. Like they had some dogs. David Tyree was not one of them. No. And he comes up with probably the most iconic catch, second most iconic catch. We'll get to that later in Super Bowl history. So I hate to do it, but we have to move it through. I think just for the sake of, you know, like you said, a moment that's kind of lived in infamy and just forever been like
always.
Yeah, it's just that replay.
Yeah, it's constant. I've seen that play 1,000 times.
It comes up all the time.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the LeBron block against the Bush push, not the tush push. The Bush push was, for those who don't know, Reggie Bush pushing Matt Leinart into the end zone on like 4th and goal against, I think it was Notre Dame, maybe USC, Notre Dame, back when USC, like Trojan War days, like they were dogs.
Leinart gonna try to sneak it ahead. He got in. Touchdown, SC!
The LeBron block on like some of the websites that I was looking at to compile research, to me seems wildly overrated.
Yeah, it's like that block by James.
People are like, that's the second best sports moment ever.
That's up there with a lot of people.
I think it's better than the Bush push.
You
for
do?
Sure.
Okay, you do.
I do.
Okay, I'm glad we can agree on that.
Yeah, it is legendary.
But I get what you mean. It's like, is it really a top 2, top 5?
No, this for me is
I would have put that there, but I think that's where social media though has that impact. Is I've seen that clip a million times, and I've heard that audio a million times.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Exactly. And it is impressive.
Yeah.
He jumped from like the free throw line.
Yeah. Blocks that, and then
Maybe it
massive
was
game,
goaltending, who knows?
So. Pretty sure the ball was coming down.
Yeah, I'm going LeBron block.
All right,
here.
word. I'm glad I agree with that.
Yeah, and it's that soundbite. Too. That's the thing is like honestly, commentators probably are going to make or break a lot of these.
Yeah.
Like the call of the game,
That
or
is-
the way
yeah,
that it was
I would
broadcast
agree.
with the
Yeah.
crowd reaction is probably like much better than
I'm looking at one already that I can you think of that.
yeah,
So,
yeah, than the play itself.
Yeah.
So, all right, next up we have the 2004 ALCS as a whole against Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am.
I feel like this one's obvious.
Is it?
Yeah, Peter Weber.
No way.
I'm joking. No,
This is
that's
like,
legendary, but like you literally, it's when you break the curse, man.
Yeah.
Got to be 04.
Yeah. The Pete Weber thing, if it was going up against like any other one, this is a tough first round matchup.
Oh, it is. That's tough because I think like kind of what we talked about, like that is a very notable clip. That is a very But what was the impact of the match? Like, did he win the?
No,
Pro
but I think
Bowling?
it's just that
No,
moment.
but you get what I'm saying though. But
It's
like,
probably one of the most quoted, misquoted
100%.
quotes of all
Yeah,
time.
I quote it all the time.
Yes.
Who do you think you are? I am.
I think the best part
every
about
day.
that whole thing was like years later he did an interview and it was directed at like a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. He was like yelling at a kid.
Yeah.
He was heckling him. I remember hearing about
Yes.
that. Yeah.
That
Did he
that
win
makes the
PBA? I
whole
don't know.
thing. Yeah.
Pro Bowling Association.
That being said, the 2004 ALCS was my earliest memory.
That's crazy.
I was like 2. I do remember
That's cool.
like going to the parade. It's like one of the earlier things I remember.
Yeah, that's sick.
And like that Red Sox lore has like lived with me forever.
Our whole lives. Yeah.
My dad has a signed Dave Roberts stealing second base thing in his office, picture in his office in Boston. The 4 days in October, 30 for
I was gonna
30
say,
is
that's
the
legendary.
best sports production I've ever seen.
It's so good.
And it's like, it's kind of like the ultimate trump card that we still have over Yankee. Like it kind of started everything
I would
for
agree
like
with that.
our
For
generation.
our generation, and I mean, it's the run that the Sox went on too. Like following that, I mean, you went in 04, you went in 07, like
13, 18.
I know, literally.
Yeah.
And it's like that was just it changed everything. I mean, they went from a team that couldn't, like you said, one could never beat the Yankees. The curse of the Bambino.
Right.
I mean, it was just years and years of heartbreak and great teams just could never do it.
Yeah.
And then in an absolutely legendary series, like we'll see you tonight. See you later tonight, like Joe Buck.
Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
I think
Come
that's
on.
I think that's one of the best
Yeah.
calls
Yeah.
of all time.
And we will see you later tonight.
He's had some good ones for the Red Sox alone.
Yeah, I
He's
would
had some
agree
good
with that.
NFL ones,
But-
but yeah.
No, I think like we could harp on the ALCS for, and this is only the first round. We're going to talk about it again, but I agree. It's just
It
auto
has to go
And
through.
no discredit to P. Weber, and that's a legendary quote, but it's just, how great is it really? It's
I mean, I would argue that the 04 ALCS, like take like moment out of it. I think it's still the best like comeback.
oh, it was
Like
sick, dude.
like in Boston sports, we've seen some phenomenal comebacks,
I mean,
and some other ones will be in here.
honest, yeah.
But I like being down 3-0 with like that 86-year looming curse against you, like your
Literally
rivals.
arch rival.
It's the best rivalry in sports, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It just I don't think it gets much better
Yeah.
than that. And it is still like to this day, even though like you were born that year, I was 2. It's still the ultimate like
No, it
fuck
is.
the Yankees.
Yeah, no, literally, it's like
baby.
we have that over you.
Yeah.
Like,
And like I say, like you said, it kickstarted
Everything.
everything
Yeah,
for the Red
everything
Sox.
for the
It just
Red Sox,
changed
yeah.
everything. All right, next up, we have the Michael Phelps iconic Team USA relay at the Olympics, or Castellanos with a deep drive to left. This one's
yeah.
easy for me.
yeah, okay.
It's Castellanos.
Really? Okay, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, because with me, like the Phelps relay is probably great, but like I think Castellanos that's just an all time.
That is like
his all-time.
our generation's
yeah.
like all time
yeah,
sports
that's just
meme.
so funny. Like,
Yeah.
and it happens. It has happened multiple times.
Right.
So he has a knack for hitting homers at that time.
I remember when that clip
Oh my
first
God, yeah.
came out, and
He was
just
sorry.
like my dad and I were losing
So
it
good.
watching it.
I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run.
Castellanos with the cheap drive to
Yeah,
left.
mid apology, and then he kicks right back into
Into
it. He's
the
like,
apology.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be putting on this
Yeah,
headset
yeah,
again.
it's so
It's like
crazy, man.
the heat of the moment, like
Yeah.
sticking to like
So
the
funny.
job.
Snaps right back into it.
It's unbelievable. He's still a commentator, not for the Phillies,
Yeah.
but he's still a commentator
But
somewhere.
yeah, I would agree. I mean, what Olympics was the Phelps relay?
I think it was 08 in Beijing.
Yeah, Beijing, yeah. I
Which
mean,
is like a cool
Phelps
clip
is a
to
legend.
watch.
Yeah, he's a legend. I know what you're talking about, but I think for the sake of like, we got to pick. I got to take Castellanos. There.
That was, I will say, that was like the best era of, like, if you want to talk about U.S. swimming as a dynasty, when they had Michael Phelps, Ryan
Oh my
Lochte,
god, they were sick.
they were like,
sick. It was two specimens.
yeah,
Literally
like
two
one of the
specimens.
best teams of all time.
Yeah, didn't Ryan Lochte like get caught stealing?
Ryan Lochte had like a bizarre
Fallout.
fall.
Yeah, he
Yes,
just- yeah,
he went through
he went
like
off the
some.
deep. He went off the deep end.
He was one of
He was
those
sick, though.
athletes that was like, I remember being a kid, and like my mom came home from work one day and was like, Ryan Lochte's signing autographs at the local YMCA. Do you want to go?
It's
And
like,
I was
what?
like, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
Like
why
that's
not?
what I think about when I think of Ryan Lochte.
That's all time.
It's like
yeah.
the YMCA in
so
Marblehead.
random.
But yeah, Castellanos' home run for me is just way more iconic. Next up, we have the kick six against the Iverson step over.
That's a tough one for me.
There's a lot of lore behind both of these.
Yeah,
I think like Iverson step over, I don't think people realize that he stepped over Ty Lue, who ended up being the Cavs coach during
Yeah.
like the LeBron dynasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think for me, like just like where I that Iverson step over photo is legendary, but the kick six is so cool. That's the like Auburn.
The Iron Bowl,
Yeah,
yeah,
Iron Bowl.
taking it back on the missed field goal.
No, does not have the leg. And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game.
Auburn's gonna win the football game. I mean, like once again, I think maybe we're gonna see this a lot. Like it goes back to the commentating. I think for me, the kick six takes that.
I would pick kick six
Yeah.
as well.
I think, and I think the Iverson step over is a very, very iconic moment, and obviously deserves to be in the top 64. Hence why it's here. But like, I don't even really know if it, I assume it was a playoff game.
I forget the context.
That's what,
of
yeah, and
the
maybe that's
Iverson
just a
step
lack
over.
of ball knowledge. But like, I think majority of general sports fans who have a pulse on every sport knows the kick six. It gets posted every year. It happened. It's always. I think I'll go back and randomly watch it on TikTok if I see it. Like I'll see an edit of something. I'm like, oh, I gotta go watch that full.
Yeah.
Gotta hear it. Gotta hear it live. Gotta hear the stadium roar. I mean, legendary.
In like those YouTube edits that like dominated
yeah.
the scene in like 2014.
Yep.
Of the greatest sports moments of all time, like the kick
That
six was
started
always
it
in
almost
there. Yeah.
every time. So
I will say, do you remember like those silicone phone cases that were like big in like
Yeah, I know what you're
middle
talking
school?
about.
They were like clear with like athletes on the back.
Yeah.
I did have an Iverson step over one.
that's kind of sick. Yeah, see, that's pretty cool. Like that's pretty.
I will
legendary.
say I was not a Sixers fan. I really didn't watch basketball
strictly
that
just
much.
for the aura.
I thought it was
That
so
was-
cool.
that's
I'm
phone
like,
marketing.
yeah, and
Phone
they would
case
like
marketing.
make it around the Apple logo.
Yeah,
like
so
I think
Something
like the
was the ball.
yeah, like I had an OBJ one too where he's catching
I
the Apple logo.
had one of those. I think. For a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
So
That's sick.
Iverson step over, special place in my heart. But yeah, it's the kick six for sure. All right, next up, we've got Ray Allen hitting the three with the bang.
Yeah.
Or Richard Sherman versus Michael Crabtree.
Oh, that was so legendary.
I think I could recite the entire Richard Sherman rant.
Crabtree. Sorry, I see name Crabtree.
I just, oh my God.
Are you
that's-
leaning that? I feel like legendary, like greatest moments. I think Ray Allen bang is just like that was so. They won the series after that.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is a really tough
Yeah,
one.
that's hard.
I think for me, Sherman and Crabtree, I think is like I think that's my better moment.
Okay.
I just think like that was you want to talk about like the start of something. That was the start of people realizing that Richard Sherman was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is very
But
true.
was really good. Like that was right
backed
in
it up.
the
Yeah.
thick of the Legion of Boom.
Oh, dude, he was so
Cam
sick.
Chancellor, Earl Thomas, Richard
They were so
Sherman.
sick.
Those guys were dogs.
Nasty, man.
And like I just remember Erin Andrews like being mortified during
She's
this interview. She like asked him a totally different question.
Yeah.
She didn't ask about the last play of the game.
Sorry, that's a stupid name, crap.
What'd he say? He was like, I'm a machete for you.
That's insane. Yeah.
That whole thing.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get.
I think it's the most iconic rant in like sports history.
Really? Okay.
I would go Sherman Crabtree.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. I am.
Ray
fine with
Allen
that.
Bang, like it's such an iconic soundbite, especially the lead up. Like it got brought back on TikTok a couple years ago with the "won't go,"
Yeah.
and then people would just loop it. It was like me shooting
go.
my shot
Yeah,
with my
yeah.
crush. Won't go, won't
Yeah,
go.
I've seen that.
But like the bang part is like I think Sherman Crabtree.
All right, I'm good with that. I have no issue with that.
Oh,
It's hard, but that is a legendary, like, that shaped a lot of like trash talk in like our childhood too. Like Sherman was a big deal.
yeah. I just remember Aaron Andrews not knowing what to say when he just went on his rant for a bit, and he was like, "Don't open your mouth about me." And
She's like,
she goes, "Who was talking about you?" And then like she like was trying like didn't even want to put the train back on the tracks. Was like, "Fuck, this guy's rolling."
Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm going to shut it for you real quick. LOB.
It's like an Animal House. They're
Just
like,
go with it.
forget it, he's rolling. Like that was that. And then that was so good. Like, Michael Crabtree was in like a few. I thought he was like the good guy and all of that.
No, he was tough. He and
Akeem Talib got in like remember the chain snatching thing? Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Scotty Scheffler getting arrested before the PGA Championship 2 years ago, or the Caitlin Clark logo 3 to break the all-time scoring record in NCAA.
This one's hard,
Two
honestly.
iconic moments for two very different
different
reasons.
I don't know where I'm leaning on this one. I feel like CC's legacy, like Caitlin Clark, like she's got like a lot of like lore, especially when she was at Iowa.
Is that what they call her?
CC?
Is that? Oh, I was like,
I don't know. I just kind of went with it, and then I was
No,
like, I don't know if
you
that's
know
a
her
thing.
like that?
Yeah, we're tight. No, but like, I remember that, and I think she obviously like had such an impact on like women's basketball with like, I guess general population fans like caring about it.
yeah.
And then Scheffler's was just absolutely all time.
It what I'm leaning
You know what I mean?
Caitlin Clark.
I would agree.
because the Scheffler thing like didn't really have legs.
No, it didn't.
It was
yeah.
the biggest news for like a week,
And
but
that
then
was
it
about
kind of was just like,
Yeah.
all right, mall cop. They dropped the charges.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's back to winning majors,
Yeah,
and it
no
kind
issue.
of now it's just kind of like, oh, remember
Funny
that
lore,
time?
yeah.
I feel like breaking the like Caitlin Clark when she was at Iowa, like that was peak athleticism.
I agree. Like she was the most dominant athlete.
Yeah.
Like, in
the
their,
way
in their own sport.
That's like such an iconic way to break the
logo
all time.
three.
Yeah, logo
Serious,
three.
like pulling up, and that's what she was known for.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
Yeah.
yeah,
Neither
I
of us are like big basketball fans, but I
general,
feel
yeah.
like those that are probably
Would agree that this was massive.
yeah, and like this probably still resonates for them.
for sure. Yeah. No, I also like she's.
We'll do
she's
Caitlin
a
Clark logo
legend,
3.
so.
All right, next up, Tiger Woods winning the 2019 Masters, or the longest match in Wimbledon history, Isner versus Mahut.
This one's kind of tough because you're going off of like major comeback, comparing like versus like both with Tiger.
Yeah.
Then you have like an absolutely legendary match.
Yeah.
I'm not a big tennis guy. I know that match. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I like tennis.
Yeah, it was
gone more
11
into it
hours
recently. Yeah,
long.
it's insane.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. This one's like only tough because I don't know which way I want to go with it. Like, I feel like
I'm a big tennis guy.
Yeah,
Hello.
obviously.
TBR Sports, tennis ball racket.
tennis racket.
It's easy for me. It's
Is it?
Tiger.
Really? Yeah. Okay. That's kind of where I was leaning, just because that was absolutely.
Kids these days don't know
No.
how impressive because they didn't watch Tiger go through the shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say we grew up watching him before, and the back half of his like
Yes.
legendariness, like, legendariness, good word, of his legacy, right? Like of how great he was, and then kind of the fall in a sense.
Yeah.
And then to come back,
We've seen a couple falls from Tiger Woods in recent years.
We have seen plenty, but that was after maybe 3 or 4 of them, and then this was his comeback. This was just absurd.
People don't appreciate
it was crazy
how bummy Tiger Woods became, and like he fell off the face of the earth, and like the cheating scandal and the infidelity stuff, and like that was really bad.
very bad,
like
legal lawsuits.
Yes, and he got dropped from like every sponsor. But people forget he like kept playing and was so injured that he was so bad.
Yeah.
And it's like there's this weird gravitational pull with Tiger Woods. I don't think there's an athlete on the face of the planet that can get away with as much as him and still be as universally loved. There's something about Tiger Woods that's like if he's playing in a tournament, it's like
you're gonna watch.
We're watching.
Yeah, you're gonna
Tiger's
watch,
and we're rooting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. You're rooting for him. Yeah.
I remember going to one. I've only seen Tiger play in person once. 2017 Deutsche Bank Championship. Or maybe it was the Dell Technologies at that point down at TPC Boston.
Yeah.
And people were actively booing other players
when they were
because like they wanted Tiger to win.
It's
like
crazy,
he was in contention that year.
It's crazy.
And I think like I remember like it was like Ricky Fowler or Jordan Spieth like made like a big putt and people were like booing.
Yeah, because
it's like Tiger had a chance and you're getting in the way of that.
Isn't that crazy?
In the 2019 Masters is just like him walking up 18 when they dropped the ropes at Augusta and everybody's walking behind him.
Such a sick,
It's the best moment I think in like golf history.
Wow, I like that. Yeah, no, I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, I mean, people forget that was how impressive it was to come back and win the Masters, and he's gonna do it again.
Dude, I hope so. That'd be so freaking cool.
After his most recent DUI.
That was insane. I was just on the phone with the president.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking to the president. There's so many good golf memes about that using that clip.
Wife calls you.
Right. I was just on the phone with the president. All right, next up, we've got Messi winning the 2022 World Cup and Barry Bonds hitting his 71st home run. The soccer casual fell in love with the game because of the 2022 World Cup final. Take Messi winning out of it. That was a fun. I remember people saying if you'd never watched soccer before, it's not going to get much better than that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like World Cup final, it was like what 2-0 and then 2-2 and then 3-2 and then 3-3 and then it went to PKs and then Argentina wins. Messi wins his first. Some say it was like the best game ever played. I might agree with that. Barry Bonds hitting 71 is just not as like special to me. There's legitimacy questions around it still.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
I mean, whatever your stance is on the juice. I would go with Messi here.
I'm on the same boat. I think it's cool that Bonds did that and everything, and it's obviously a legendary record. But if I had performance-enhancing drugs, maybe I would have done it too.
Yeah.
No, I think Messi is just you saw it even this year. 4 years later, Argentina goes all the way back. Obviously, didn't end up winning, but like he is, what is it? What's the quote? Like Messi on the back of kids or something like that.
Little boy from Rosario.
Yeah, like that. He's just a legend. He's a legend in his own right, and to kind of cap off a career, and obviously not at the end, but have that, and it's such a sick game too. So yeah, I agree with that.
All right, next up, Cubs winning the 2016 World Series, or 1 yard short when the greatest show on turf, Rams won, tackling. I forget who got that. Was it Dyson got tackled on the 1 yard line for the Titans? He's extending his arm out. Yeah. Two very iconic, like when I think about 1 yard short, that photo of him extending the ball out it lives in NFL, history forever, lore. But the Cubs winning the World Series, it's similar to like the Red Sox breaking the curse. They broke a curse of their own.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Yeah. I think for me, the Cubs winning is just kind of edges it by a little bit, only because of I think everyone talks about the 1 yard short, or like you said, the greatest show on turf. Like that comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Especially I think we're more involved in those conversations than maybe like the general person. But how many years was it for the Cubs? Like over
90, or was it 101?
Over 100.
It might have been 101.
And that team was so likable.
Yeah.
You had Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, who was behind the plate that year. It was Ross, right? David Ross.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was also the peak of my baseball love and playing of the game. So I think for me, I think my bias will take over here. That was so legendary, and also just I feel like everyone was rooting for the Cubs that year. Like I liked the Cubs. Like I was kind of.
They had a very likable team.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm fine with really either, but if I have to, I'll give my vote. I think the Cubs winning the World Series was pretty legendary, a massive moment in our century, in our quarter of a century.
For me, I'm coming at this from an image standpoint. Like I said, the image of the Titans player. I think it was it Kenneth Dyson? That would be a hell of a name if I got that correctly. Can you look that up? Is it Kenneth or Kevin Dyson? The image of him getting tackled at the 1 yard line and extending his arm to try and break the plane.
Wow. Kevin Dyson.
That's okay, I was close.
Insane,
That to me is just so iconic.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
All right. Heads or tails?
Call it in the air.
I was just going to do heads as Cubs and
okay.
1 yard short wins.
Sounds good. I'm game for that. Rigged.
All right. Rigged. AI. 1 yard short.
AI. You got to stop saying that.
Advances. What bugs me about AI? People calling everything that's on the internet AI.
Bro, how do you know this is AI?
It's like not everything that's there's AI. That's the scary thing about kids these days. All right, next up, we've got the Malcolm Butler interception against Jalen Hurts being benched for Tua Tagovailoa in the national championship game.
Butler
interception. Yeah, we really don't need to talk about this much. I'll never forget where I was. I'll never forget, everything about that. Like I
vividly remember that. Like I remember who I was with.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out John Daly. No, yeah, I agree with you. I think the Hurts and Tua thing was definitely that was big news. But now it's
that was what kind of turned everybody on to Jalen. Like I remember seeing his reaction and how humble he was.
I agree.
And I was like, this is a good guy.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I was a big Jalen Hurts guy. He went to Oklahoma. Shout out Tarmy. Tarmy and I rode that 2019 Oklahoma team.
I remember that.
Oh my God. CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Hurts, they had some dogs on that team. And this was the moment for everybody where it was this Jalen Hurts is, that, and I think that always gets played. It's like a lesson in compassion and whatever. His post game
humility.
Yes, humility. His post game interview.
Your reaction when you found out Tua was going to start the second half, honestly.
He was going to step in and do his thing. We have a lot of guys in the QB room that play really well, and he stepped in and did his thing. Did his thing for the team.
He has a ring.
He does.
So it's
he's wildly more successful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
I was talking about college too. Now he has one in the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's but no, I agree. Yeah,
Butler right. Tua's out of the league.
Yeah, literally.
And Jalen Hurts is a top 5, top 3 quarterback. Yeah. So play the long game.
Butler interception. I mean, the amount of clips you see the behind the scenes, Malcolm.
Malcolm, go!
Yep.
Running on the field, and then just the
story, the fact that he never
how do you not? You got Marshawn Lynch on the Thank the Lord they didn't.
First of all, thank God. I've always been I think it's easy to sit and look at the play call now and be they should have run it. Marshawn Lynch back then was far and away the best
goal line
running back. Yeah. Just hard nosed. Yes. 3 down back. But that Patriots defensive line, people kind of forget. Dante Hightower. Mm-hmm. I think Gerard Mayo was still on the team at that point. Vince Wilfork. We had.
No, we were no joke. Yeah, I agree.
Jamie Collins.
Oh yeah,
wow.
Got his autograph. Him and Jonas Gray.
Those guys, Jonas Gray.
4 tutties.
I was gonna say, remember against the Colts. Yeah.
Pretty much all he did, but
trying to run Marshawn Lynch through those guys was gonna be
hard. Yeah,
it wasn't gonna be easy
with that.
either. So.
Going baller every day.
That being said, it's
it's a wash.
We used to do Super Bowl party every year, and I just remember back then when the Patriots were so good that they would just put them in the Super Bowl every year. It was clockwork. All right, Super Bowl party, and I just remember sitting there with 30 people freaking out when they were second and goal.
And you're
they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
And then boom.
Oh my God! It was that's one of the best go from 0 to 100 where you are pretty much expecting to lose. And then like this like pure elation and relief. And it's like, oh my God, we just won the Super Bowl. It's all time.
I also recreated that catch at Patriots Place. So.
Did you?
Yeah, they had like they had like a simulator kind of thing, like in like the fan experience at Patriot Place. Did that as a kid.
And Ricardo Lockhart was there too, and you cut him off. And
Yep, I did. No, obviously not. It was like you're Malcolm Butler, you go on the screen, and it's like a photo.
That's sick. Next up, we've got the Kawhi buzzer beater against Randy Johnson killing a bird. For me, it's the Kawhi buzzer beater.
I agree. I think the Randy Johnson killing a bird is a classic clip, and I think it's crazy that the timing of that.
Yeah.
But that Kawhi buzzer beater, man. I mean, that was the year they went on to win, obviously, too, in 2019.
Yep, 2019.
But just that photo, the angle, the video of him hunched down and beads like staring at the ball just trickles in. Unreal.
I'll never forget where I was for this either. I'm not a Raptors fan. I'm not a basketball guy, but me and Ryan Tarmy were in my basement watching the 2019 Eastern Conference Final between the Sixers and the Raptors. And I just remember like we both were like holding our breath when it was dribbling off the rim. That photo of Kawhi like bent over. Cool. Shout out to like so many people when I did the 4 teams from the same city challenge and I got it right at the end of the video. Yeah. So many people were commenting that photo of Kawhi.
Awesome, yeah.
Oh, it made me feel like the man. All right, next up we've got Lin Sanity, just the entire run of Jeremy Lin versus the Zidane headbutt in the 2006 World Cup final. This is a really good one because they're both like kind of underrated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you immediately are like, what's the best sports moment of all time? Oh, Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like cult hero moments.
I would definitely cult hero vibe, yeah. Where are you leaning this one? Because I have no dog in this fight, to be completely honest.
I'm leaning Lin Sanity because people forget how insane it was.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I was leaning to. If I had to pick one,
that might be like American bias. Like, like the Zidane headbutt is like probably one of the more iconic moments. It's the reason why France didn't win the 2006 World Cup. But I think Jeremy Lin, like that
run was crazy.
That run of like 3 weeks
was crazy.
Was so good. So I'll move him through. That's another thing that I feel like people, I sound like fucking Unk being like, oh, kids these days don't know. But like things like that would happen where like these cult hero players would just pop up for like a day.
I know. Honestly, yeah, you're so
doesn't really happen anymore. No. It was just like, who is this kid
out of nowhere?
And he was the best NBA player in the. He was the best player in the league for like a week.
It was crazy. It's so weird. Nuts. I would agree with that. It doesn't happen really anymore. You see maybe in college sports randomly, but like they go more on runs out of nowhere.
But it's like it had like little known players will play well. Yeah. But it's just that like Jeremy Lin was on like Good Morning America and Ellen because he dropped like 40 points.
The biggest celebrity. At one point in the world because of that. And it was like he was balling. Like,
that's just not going to happen ever.
And the rest of his career was very average. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I remember there's a clip of him that was when he was on the Lakers that he like looked off Kobe. And like someone was like, you looked off Kobe. But like he made the shot or something like that. It's like one of those moments and like, hey, he could ball. Where did he go to college?
Harvard.
That's what I thought. That's why I asked. I was like, I'm pretty sure he was a Harvard guy.
All right, next up, we've got 28-3 against the Steve Bartman incident, the Bartman incident.
I mean, that's a legendary.
That's one of my favorite sports lores to drop on people who like aren't aware of it.
Yeah.
Like when people say they haven't heard of that incident or that like,
let me tell you,
oh my God. Yeah. Like the fact that this fan accidentally deflected, a foul ball away from, a player who was going to catch it and has got so much hate and was part of the Cubs curse. That was also a big part of it. It's kind of like same with Red Sox. Like you have those different characters through the years, like Buckner and Aaron Boone, that are like part of the story. He was the story.
Again in the air down the left field line, reaching into the stands and couldn't get it. And he's livid with a fan.
That's awfully close to fan interference right there. The umpire's all over it. The umpire right down there, Mike Everett's on the play. If Alou has to reach into the stands, it's fair game for the fans to catch the ball. If the fan reaches out over the field, then it can be ruled fan interference. That is very, very close.
For the Cubs not being able to win the World Series. He's still in hiding to this day. They've broken the curse. They've won the World Series.
But he won't show his face.
10 years ago, and he's still in complete seclusion, which is nuts. It's a crazy story. 28-3 is
tops
by
it.
far the best
Simply put.
like comeback in sports
insane,
history.
Man. And it's just like
talk about Super Bowl parties every year. Pat's being in it.
Talk about remembering where you were. Like me and my friends didn't move. We had to create like basically a plan, like a seat plan, and it worked. Like, no, you got to sit here for this. It was like all that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was like one of those.
We did
like,
the same thing.
You cannot move.
Yeah.
If you're standing, you're watching the rest of the game standing, and it worked. That feeling was just
halftime,
yeah.
down 21-3. First of all, I was in hell. Just like, I'm like, this sucks. We had this huge party with a ton of people. All my friends are there. Lady Gaga's like, all the girls who were at the party wanted to watch it. And I'm like, this is a nightmare. It's like, we're down by fucking 17 points.
I don't think I watched that much. I think I was too stressed.
But we switched the seats. I remember all the guys.
Switched the seats.
What is now my parents' home gym used to be the mini hockey room. That probably predates you.
Yeah, I was never in there.
Yeah, shout out the old mini hockey room in my parents'
Seen
house.
the videos.
That was like the old days of like TBR wasn't a thing, but it was like me starting making content was in the mini hockey room. We all went in there. We were like, all right, you're gonna sit. We changed everything. We changed jerseys. We changed seats, and they did it.
Everything. Yeah,
I'll never forget it.
It was me and like 5 of my buddies in my buddy's basement, and it was a random 5, but it was a good 5. And well, I hope they all remember it the same way I remember it. Like, you know what I mean? That's like one of those things.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I played golf with Julian Edelman recently,
and
it's
so cool.
It took everything I had not to just be like,
thank you.
You know, that catch was.
Yeah.
Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass is no sign yet. Edelman comes down with a football, and they're saying it's a catch. Oh, that's a catch.
Pretty cool.
I cream jeans every time I watch it.
I still think about it some nights.
When I'll go back and I watch like the mic'd up. There's just so much. Like,
could go on for days about it, honestly.
There's underrated moments in that game too. Like everybody remembers the catch from Edelman. Everybody remembers the final touchdown from James White. Everybody remembers Brady, you know. But people forget like Dante Hightower sacking Matt Ryan and knocking the Falcons out of field goal. That would have been the game. They had a chip shot field goal.
I know.
And we knocked them out of field goal range and forced them to punt. Like,
crazy.
We're not sitting here talking about that if Dante Hightower doesn't record that sack.
This wouldn't even be a thing.
He was my favorite player. I had a Dante Hightower fan page growing up.
I didn't know that.
54 Boom Tower. I wonder if it still exists.
That's sick. I did not know that. I've known you for 7 years now. I did not know that.
I used to run a lot of random fan pages.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Big DeBrusque edit. I know that one.
Yeah, if anyone wants to go try and find 54 Boom Tower, it's definitely out there somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's 28-3 all day. All right, next up we got Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam in the World Series, walk-off Grand Slam in the World Series, or UMBC beating Virginia. There's no contest for me.
So where are you leaning?
UMBC beating Virginia.
I can agree with that.
The fact that we lived to see the first time a 16 seed beat a 1 in March Madness is nuts. The fact that it has happened twice since then is crazy.
Yeah.
Another one you'll remember where you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I just remember growing up and everyone, when you're filling out your brackets, they're like, it's never going to, you know, people would always try and do it. It's like, it's never going to happen. And that was the year.
That was sick, yeah.
You would like,
a little bit of
that happens every year during March Madness, like especially before then, where like the 16 seed might jump out to like an early lead.
But then
you don't even watch the game.
Yeah.
You're like, whatever, they're going to lose by 40.
Then you get the notification Virginia's down 10. You're like, what?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
They had a
Grand
cool
Slam was
name
cool, though,
too, right?
UMBC or like the
UMBC. Their what's their mascot name? Can you look it up, please?
Yeah,
it's a dog. Is it like the Rovers or something?
I think it might be.
It was really cool. I remember being like, "Oh, this team is sick."
Retrievers.
Retrievers.
Yeah,
it was close. I'm on it tonight.
Right,
I remember being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the school."
Just imagine.
Their enrollment probably skyrocketed after that.
Yeah.
Is it University of Maryland, Baltimore
County? Yeah.
All right. Last one on this side of the bracket. We've got Vince Young in the Rose Bowl beating USC or TJ Sochi.
For me, it's TJ Sochi.
TJ Sochi.
Yeah, that's just so cool.
Shout out to the Ringer for the ultimate disrespect having this in like 100th.
That's insane.
People who aren't hockey fans can't appreciate the fact that he went like what 6 times in a row in a shootout and like
that shootout was so sick too. I mean, you're going against Russia. That team is stacked.
Yeah, talk about like early 2010s edit pages on IG.
Yeah, all of them.
The photo of TJ Oshie pointing to was Jonathan Quick.
Jonathan Quick.
Yeah, it was Jonathan Quick at the end, and like, oh, I remember like
he scored the same goal basically 5 times.
He did
4 times. So cool.
It was Bobrovsky. Right?
Like everyone would go, yeah, Bobrovsky. You do the TJ Oshie. Like,
yeah,
everyone. I that's another one too where I vividly remember because the Olympics in 2014 were in Sochi, right? Yeah, TJ Sochi, obviously. So Russia, time difference. I remember I brought my mattress into the living room so I could wake up and be in the living room to watch that game. I swear to God. That's how like insane I was back then. So like I have a vivid memory of sitting on the mattress on my floor. Don't know why. It's probably like a spare mattress to be honest. But yeah, we dialed in.
Yeah, I remember it was
probably early morning game is what I'm hinting at. Or
it was
early for me.
Hockey tournament up in Montreal at the hotel.
That's cool.
Like had done like a room service, just sitting there, me and my parents like glued to the TV, and then everyone like the next like week was like, you see that one
so
kid because he was also, if you weren't a hockey fan, like he wasn't like a household name.
No, he became one after that.
He did. Yeah.
That was very cool. I mean, he was obviously good enough to be on the Olympic team.
Right.
But I agree with that.
That one moves through over to the other side of the bracket. Starting off, we've got 2008 Wimbledon, Federer versus Nadal against the 2013 Stanley Cup, where the Blackhawks scored 2 goals in like 30 seconds to beat the Bruins. Sigh. What
is 2008 Wimbledon? I should maybe know that.
Nadal beat Federer. It's known as probably one of the better like tennis matches, especially at Wimbledon.
Okay.
It always like kind of makes the rounds.
Tennis knowledge there.
You've probably seen like it was Nadal's biggest career win.
Okay.
And he could never really win on grass. That was Federer's surface. Nadal was a clay court guy. He always he dominated the French Open, but he beat Federer at Wimbledon in like an all-time match. I'm picking Wimbledon.
Okay.
What I've always wanted to say about the 2013 Stanley Cup.
We don't need to talk about it.
It's actually not really.
I'm just kidding.
Rubbing salt in our wounds.
No, not at all.
No one has ever like mentioned this when what was his name? Was it Bolin scored the second goal? Yeah. So I think he thought he scored in overtime.
Probably did, yeah. I think.
When's the last time a player scored in regulation and did the whole
took over,
yard sale?
I know he lost his stick for sure.
He took the mitts off too in the helmet.
Then he shed the. I think the helmet might have said. You might have hit him with one of these. I hope. I don't really remember. But no, I definitely agree with you. He shed the mitts, which was crazy.
Yes, and no one has ever been like, that was totally accidental, because no one talks about the fact that you have to pick it up after.
Yeah, you had to pick it up and go to the bench. And
there was still minute 30 left in that game. Yeah.
One thing I will say too, I agree. I'm good with going Wimbledon. Obviously, there's a lot more. That's a pretty legendary match. I just don't have a lot of knowledge on. And I do think this 2000 Stanley Cup final comeback in Game 6 was legendary, but it was Game 6, and I feel like I'm also like hating because like I hated that game. But like it's not like the Bruins were gonna win the Stanley Cup that game. That's always been like where my like. I can make myself feel a little bit better about it. Like, we still have to go win in Chicago.
Yeah, it's like Mandela effects.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone's rewritten the history thing that was Game 7.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was Game 6. To go to Game 7, who knows what would have happened.
Right.
So, that's an all-time hockey moment. I mean, maybe if I was a freaking Blackhawks fan or a non-Bruins fan, I'd take it. But no, 2008 Wimbledon, I like that.
Yeah, and it's like for the tennis people, like the image of... I just remember it was like... It was later. Like, they don't do this anymore. Sports have gotten way worse with like everything.
I agree.
But it was like they were running out of daylight.
That's cool.
And it was like shadowy. And Nadal won. And I remember the flashes of the cameras you could just see over the court.
There's a new man at the head of men's tennis. Rafael Nadal.
6-7, 6-7. 9-7.
So yeah, we'll go with 2008 Wimbledon there. Next up, we've got Chiefs 13-second drive against the Buffalo Bills, or Monet Davis at the Little League World Series.
Wow.
Monet Davis is like a deep cut.
Yeah, no, but that's like our era of caring about the Little League World Series, and like she was nasty.
She's probably still the most famous like
Little League World Series player.
Yeah, how many players like just peaked at the Little League World Series?
She was so popular that entire summer,
right?
For and beyond.
Yes,
like people thought she was going to be the first woman to pitch in the MLB.
Yeah,
that's how nasty
she still is. I
think she might play might have played softball or played baseball or played the pro women's league that they have.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
No, she's still relevant in some capacity for sure. Like I've seen her name around.
Yeah, she made like the Little League World Series like a national.
Yeah, she was big.
Similar to like Jeremy Lin with like
oh,
she went on a press run and everybody was talking everyone was talking about
she
her.
was huge. So
I think that's more iconic than Chiefs 13
I
seconds.
would agree with you. I think her impact and how nasty she was, and also like not often you see a girl dominating little boy like in a little league sports.
The little boy league.
Little boy league. I meant again like little guys, little kids. But I guess sometimes I gotta shut up and think. But you know what I mean. But she was sick. I mean, she probably would have freaking struck me out. Nah, I would have.
Chiefs 13 seconds is probably
couldn't even tell you what year that was.
It's like 2 years ago.
Yeah, don't care.
Like, you remember it?
I remember it, but I don't think about it. Monet Davis holds more power in her legacy than that. Monet Davis.
We'll go with Monet Davis. I was gonna say Chiefs 13 seconds like
was sick. That's
hard. I remember watching it live and not appreciating how impressive it was.
Crazy.
13 seconds is actually crazy that they're able to pull off a whole drive.
Boom. Yeah, that's crazy.
But we'll go Monet Davis. It's definitely more iconic. All right, next up we've got Aaron Bleepin Boone, ALCS walk-off against the Red Sox in 2003 against the Jadeveon Clowney Michigan hit.
I mean, that's sick.
That talking about sports edits on Vine back in the day.
Boom.
Wow. Michigan at the 41. What a hit. Ball's free. On the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it, and they do.
Knocking a dude's helmet off.
Boom edits. Did you hear of that? Every song. How
many Aaron Boone edits have been made?
None.
0.
Yeah. Boom. Clowney. No, I don't know. I don't really know. Same, kind of similar to what was it? I don't have a dog in this fight, really. I guess I think I wash out the Aaron Boone walk-off because in the next year we got the better of them.
Right.
So maybe mentally, I was like, that's where the bias comes in, where I don't think that to be a very, like, impactful, but obviously it was. But I don't know. Where are you going?
I think I have to go Boone walk-off.
Okay. Yeah,
I think for the sake of iconic, like, the Clowney Michigan hit is, like, such a great clip.
But that's it.
Yeah, I think like the Boone walk-off, like like you said, Red Sox fans like block that out.
Yeah, I try not to think about that, and I know
but
exactly
it's an
what
iconic
happened.
MLB moment, and it kind of set the stage for 2004.
Yeah,
like
for sure. It was more like,
and he's
more
manager of the Yankees now, doing a great job delivering them no championships. So we'll go with him.
Suck it, Aaron.
All right, next up. Geez, we're back-to-back ones where we're on the receiving end. The Philly special against Kobe dropping 81. That 2018 Eagles team was so cocky for no reason.
Carson Wentz.
Nick Foles.
I know, but Carson Wentz was like the man.
Yeah, but
Nick
like,
Foles pulled up.
That team was like not
the injury.
Just like Doug Peterson, the coach. Like
I get that.
They all are like so happy about the fact that they beat the Patriots. And it's like due in large parts of this play, which we should have picked up.
And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles, touchdown.
Where do you think
Nick Foles, wounded gazelle, scampering out into the flank. Like, someone should have taken his head off.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Kobe dropping 81 was so legendary, even though it got broken now. Bam had 86 this year.
Yeah, the fun fact about the Kobe thing.
83.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball.
LeBron predicted it.
That's what I was going to say.
Sorry.
he was watching the game with his friends that day.
And he said, I think Kobe's going to go for 70.
And he said, fuck it, might as well go for
80.
I don't know what made me say that. And my friends was with me, and they was like, okay. So when he got to like 70, I was like, well, he might as well go for 80 now. So, I mean...
We should do a LeBron live bracket.
I will.
There's probably enough to do 64.
We could do at least 64. Maybe we definitely do 30.
Yeah, for sure.
LeBron meme moments. We could get people on here for that to help us too. Where are you leaning right now?
Philly special.
Okay, yeah. I think for me, what was Kobe? Kobe made the free throw after he tore his Achilles. Like that's more legendary in my mind.
Yeah,
than
him
his
hobbling
81.
back out to the line.
Yeah, I'm like not like, and I don't know, and also like I think Bam broke it now, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go Philly special. All right, next up we've got Sergio Aguero wins the Prem for Man City, or Dez caught it. In American sports, Dez caught it is like an extremely iconic moment.
Super
when you talk about sports controversies.
That's one of the big
shout out
ones.
one of our old sports controversy drafts. I think that was like number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
I remember that draft. I went the route of like rule controversy.
Yeah.
You went the route of like OJ Simpson.
Of course I did.
You were like OJ, Aaron Hernandez,
Yeah,
just like rattling off.
Everyone who kills
I was
someone.
like Brett Hull, foot in the crease.
And everyone's
Dez,
like,
did he
Brendan's
catch
is
it?
better. Like, Brendan, I'm like, wow. I do remember that one. That's what I heard controversy, and I'm like, scandal.
Scandal.
Death.
Murderer, allegedly.
Did it fit? Wipe wrong.
And
I don't really, I think this one's tough. Yeah, once again, no dog in the fight for me. I like your point. I think American fans are going to go, Dez caught it, but...
Are you familiar with the clip of the Aguero thing?
No.
Okay, so I'll show it to you because...
I might know it.
You'll definitely... It's the most iconic
Okay.
moment. I'll set the stage here for our fans who don't watch it. It was the last day of the Premier League season. There's no playoffs in the Premier League, so it's just the regular season champion wins the league. Man United, Man City are at the top of the table. It's between the two of them. They're playing in 2 separate fixtures. Man U wins their match and goes ahead. And the matches are happening at the same time. But there's like a minute of extra time in the Man City match. Man City was losing. They're level. I think it was like 2-2 at this point. I think they were playing like QPR or something, or maybe that was Man. I know Queen's Park Rangers was definitely in one of the fixtures. And very last second of extra time, Sergio Aguero scores to win the league.
Crazy.
I don't even know if it was called the Etihad back then, but in front of Man City fans. It's one of the more iconic. It was QPR.
Only goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in.
It's like the most iconic moment in Premier League history.
Let's do it.
I think I have to send that.
I like that. Let's do it.
As much as I hate Man City. All right, next up, Minneapolis Miracle against the Jose Bautista bat flip.
Minneapolis Miracle will be
Stephon Diggs.
I think Batista bat flip.
Really?
I don't know. I just feel like that was just like, maybe because once again, like I was, not that you weren't, but like that was like the peak of my baseball.
Yeah.
And every time I like would hit a bomb or like whiff a ball, it was just the stare and the.
I did that once.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like, that's just how you would like mimic them. So I don't know. Maybe that's right off the jump, but I do think that Vikings game or that Vikings team was good, and then beating the Saints in that style.
It's your interpretation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
if we have a disagreement, we flip a coin.
I think for me, the Batista bat flip tops it, just because like that was World Series too. No, it wasn't World Series. It was playoffs though.
It was definitely playoffs.
I don't know. I just think that's so much. To me, that's more legendary. Of like the clip. To me, these are both clips. That's my opinion.
I did a Batista bat flip in TBR wiffle ball in 2022. After I hit a home run off of you know who.
Yep.
Brendan makes it 7-0 Padres. Watch that ball. See ya.
I'm going Minneapolis Miracle. Yeah. I think that for me it was less about clip and more about like the improbability of
that's fair.
They were like on their own side of the 50. And like Stephon Diggs should have been tackled by Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah. Lattimore just like totally mistimed that. Diggs goes up and over him. And that was, I think that's a Joe Buck call.
That might be, yeah.
Like another iconic Joe Buck call. We'll flip for this one.
Yeah, I'm good either way. I just think, I go personally.
Okay, heads is Minneapolis Miracle. Yep. Tails is Batista bat flip. We have tails, nice. Batista bat flip. Okay. All right, that's the universe balancing out the disagreement scale. All right, next up, we've got Sidney Crosby's golden goal against Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark's just like beef.
Yeah, I mean, they have great beef, but I think objectively, like, that goal was
Crosby golden goal.
That's 100%.
One of the most iconic moments in like hockey history.
I would agree
probably.
with that. Yeah. Sucks that it was on the United States, but we got them back this year, and
Yes, we did.
Jack Hughes on this? Should be.
Yeah, we'll get to that. All right, next up, we've got LeBron James's decision against Leicester City winning the Premier League.
I'm going to take my talents to the next round. I don't know. The same I think this kind of goes back to the Aguero moment where you're going to see the common American fan as me. I know Leicester City shouldn't have won the Prem, though, so let's go with that.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No.
Oh.
I don't know. Is that where you were leaning?
No, I mean, these are iconic in different ways. I think the LeBron James decision was kind of like mocked.
Yeah.
It was like, you're making such a big deal. You know, when's the last time a free agent like did that?
Yeah, it was stupid.
It was... Steve Carell has a great bit about it. I think it's Steve Carell and Paul Rudd have a great bit. They're like, "Have you made your decision?" And he's like, "I have." He's like, "Who have you?" You know, they're like mocking the questions that were being asked.
Are you going to be playing basketball next year?
Yeah. Who did you tell about your decision?
My family.
Nobody. Yeah. the
team.
Yeah, the team.
I will tell them now.
Yeah.
What was the process you used to make your decision?
I used a magic 8-ball. I used a regular 8-ball. I asked Jeeves.
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
I have 5 doubts.
It is funny looking back, like how stupid that was.
I was just talking about that with one of my coworkers too. It's just like, why did he do that?
Yeah.
Like, why was that nationally televised?
And they needed to draw it out too. It was like,
why was it a thing?
Yeah, it shouldn't have been.
Primetime television, like.
That being said, like it kind of became like a pop culture moment.
I would agree with that.
Leicester City winning the Prem is incredible, and I think people like our European followers, which we have a decent amount of nowadays, will probably say that is much more iconic because it's, you know, you have all of the big six in the Prem, you know, Arsenal, Chelsea, the Man U, Man City, Liverpool, and you know, Spurs. You know, they pretty much have like a market barrier on winning the league. You know, and so for a team that was like newly promoted and now has been relegated down 2 leagues, for them to win the Premier League is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But I think like LeBron James' decision is much more iconic.
I'm game for that. I like that.
So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
This one's hard.
This is really hard. We have the Odell Beckham Jr. catch against President Bush throwing out the first pitch not long after 9/11 at Yankee Stadium. It's a clip that the latter that we posted on TBR that every single year on September 11th gets like 10,000 more views and likes. It just like resurfaces.
Yeah.
It's not even our clip. I just posted it
No,
like
I
in
know what you mean,
2019. Iconic for 2 very different reasons.
I would agree.
I don't get like goosebumps when it comes to anything related to New York sports, but I do every time I watch that clip.
Yeah, that was perfect strike too.
The fact that he threw a perfect strike, the magnitude, like
of that moment.
Yeah. I feel like you can't not send that through.
I just think that's a crazy matchup.
Odell catch is like
that is like a staple for our childhood and like our middle school and like our, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna play devil's advocate.
There's one in every crowd.
Everybody everybody was doing that. I mean,
became like the Kobe thing. Like when
was,
you would shoot a thing of Kobe, if you'd catch something, you'd be like,
if you
Odell.
still catch a ball with one hand, you think of it.
Odell, yeah.
That's so iconic to like, and then he like with the whip and his touchdown cellies, you know what I mean? Like he was just such a.
This was a great era of NFL football.
That's what I mean.
Dude.
He was such a big part of it.
Cam Newton was a problem.
Superman.
Odell with the kicking net. Remember all that shit?
Yeah,
that was awesome. That was so great.
Hard,
the catch, like.
That's so tough.
I'm going Bush first pitch.
I think I can do that. I'm good
there's a weight to that.
I can agree with
that's
that.
Like
I feel
heavy.
wrong not picking that.
Yeah, and it's not even like I just think that's one of those moments that like gives you chills. Yeah, like, you know, it's like part of being like a proud American is seeing the unity of the country through sports after such a tragedy. That's like the image that sticks out in my head when I think about like that time period is like the president.
Yeah.
In a time where there was so much uncertainty, you know, standing on the rubber, throwing a perfect strike down the middle and just Yankee Stadium erupting. Like, I think it's tough to beat that. As much the Odell catch, like this is a really tough.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup.
This is like when that team that is like 30-0 in a mid-major makes it into the tournament and has to fucking play like, Gonzaga, who's having a down year. Yeah. Yes. I was trying to figure out who that was this year. We'll go with President Bush's.
I can agree with that, though.
Next up, we've got Arsenal Invincibles against the Music City Miracle. Who do you think I'm going to pick here?
I think you're going to go Music City Miracle, so I think we can just pencil that one in for round 2. And then the next one is, obviously, Arsenal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
We won the league at Anfield.
That's this year.
We won it at the Lane. Twice. No, 2003, 2004.
2004. Okay, I didn't know that.
They didn't lose.
Wow.
Single game.
That's sick.
38 games unbeaten. No team's ever done it. No team ever will do it unless they're called.
Yeah, that's pretty legendary.
I think there's no sport where you can say the Golden State Warriors in 2015 came real close.
3-9.
They came real close. Yeah. Obviously, the Patriots going 18-0 and then losing the 19th is close. No team is ever going to complete the entire season not losing and win the championship.
I didn't know that.
We'll send the Gunners through. Although Music City Miracle's iconic. We already gave a bone to the Tennessee Titans earlier.
I agree.
So. All right, next up.
Bone in the game they lost.
The game they lost, yeah. That's the most iconic moment in Tennessee Titan football history is a loss. Next up, we've got the butt fumble against Tiger Woods chip-in at Augusta. This is the better than most clip.
Yeah.
Better than most. Better than most. I think I'll go butt fumble.
I think I think that's just so legendary.
It's one of the funniest sports clips of all time.
Awesome.
Well, years ago we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive.
I have never seen this before in my life. Watch this. Vince Wilfork is going to throw Brandon Moore back into his quarterback. He's going to fumble the football. This is what Reggie White used to do to people.
It was also on Thanksgiving. People forget that.
I didn't know that.
I
forgot.
How many eyes do you think were on that?
A lot.
Yeah, it wasn't like
it's a random Sunday night football game.
Monday Night Football on ESPN that nobody's gonna watch between two shitty teams. It was Thanksgiving night.
Yeah, that's sick.
Mark Sanchez.
Gotta do that.
Mark Sanchez has been in the news recently.
Oh yeah, he has been.
Yeah, we'll go butt fumble.
I like that.
And this was one that
great chip in though. That Tiger Woods was sick.
It was. We already got Tiger 2019 Masters, and that's way more iconic than the chip in.
I would agree.
All right, next up, Tuck Rule against Jenkins buzzer beater for Villanova at the 2016 NCAA championship.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Tuck Rule, Tom Brady.
I feel like he kind of got
getting his shit sacked by Charles Woodson.
I think impact Tuck Rule was huge, but I feel like maybe Jenkins.
I think so too. I think Tuck Rule, this is going to sound bad, has been overshadowed by the Patriots' more recent cheating scandals.
Oh, I would agree. Yeah.
Initially it was Brady's first Super Bowl isn't deserved because the Tuck Rule was bullshit and that the Raiders should have beaten us.
Yeah.
And then it was Spygate happened and Deflategate happened. And then people nobody talks about the Tuck Rule anymore.
I would say, yeah. And now it's just a part of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, I think Jenkins buzzer beater was that is such a sick that's such a sick clip. And that's such a massive moment. The confetti on the floor.
It's Jim Nance, right?
I think it was Jim Nance, yeah.
That was one word I think Jim lost his composure a little bit.
He just went nuts.
He's for the win. Oh!
Yeah.
3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
That was crazy.
I'll go with that too.
Yeah. That was so cool. That was probably one of the first years I really cared about March Madness too. At that point, I mean, what I would have been, 12.
Yeah,
I would have been a little bit older than that. Yeah, maybe I would have been 12. Yeah,
yeah, 12.
So that's kind of middle school, starting to care about that. And vividly remember watching that in my room and being like, "Whoa!" Not even knowing who these guys were.
Yeah.
And for example, did he even play in the NBA? And if he did, was he ever anything?
I don't know.
But everyone knows who he is if you know the clip. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, USA Hockey winning gold this year, or American Pharoah winning the Triple Crown. It's USA Hockey.
Yeah, I don't even want to explain it.
USA Hockey is do or die.
Dude, chills. My roommate was with me. I don't think I've ever jumped higher than when Jack Hughes scored that goal.
Everybody saw my video.
Yeah, I literally touched the ceiling, I think, with my head. I would love to know how high my vert was.
We also have never lost more followers in a day.
I don't care.
All the Canadians were so fucking
hurt. Yeah, that was
pissed.
fucking awesome.
I loved it. I posted my reaction. I was just screaming at my
literally
phone.
awesome.
It was unbelievable.
So cool.
All right, we'll send that through. Next up, we've got the Bruins' third period comeback against the Maple Leafs in 2013, or the Fail Mary, where one ref signaled a touchdown, the other signaled interception or incomplete. Packers and I forget, it was Packers Seahawks, maybe, I forget. Bruins' third period comeback.
Yeah. Once again, it was insane. I mean, every goal was just like out of a fucking movie. Like
Jack Edwards' best call to the end of his announcing career was, the Bergeron tying it was incredible. Then Bergeron in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Hearts of Lions.
So sick.
I just. And people forget, I've said people forget like 1,000 times in this podcast episode. I'm rusty. It's been 2 years. There was a minute 30 left in that game. They're still down by 2.
I know. Is that insane?
A minute and 30. We did what the Blackhawks ended up doing to us later in that playoff.
Yeah.
But like a minute 30, you're down by 2. You were down 4-1. I mean, everything about that moment was like the perfect storm.
It was so sick.
Jack Edwards earlier when I think it was Kadri and Kessel scored on a 2-on-0 on Tuukka Rask, and they go up 4-1. And Jack Edwards is like, barring a colossal collapse, the Bruins are going to be eliminated tonight.
And there was
and
a
then it was Horton,
collapse.
and then it was Lucic, and then it was Bergeron, and then it was Bergeron.
That was so sick. That photo too. Like once again, another game for us as Boston fans. We just remember exactly where we were.
Hundo P. Next up, we've got App State beating Michigan against Landon Donovan's goal at the World Cup. I don't care either way.
Me either. I think Landon Donovan.
I would have too. It's probably
Because
more iconic.
He also like that team and that group of the U.S. men's national team. I feel like they really helped. I guess like our age of kids kind of care about soccer.
Yes.
And I played soccer at that age, and I knew who he was, and I liked him a lot. So, yeah.
I would go with
also,
that as
I don't
well.
really even like App State beat Michigan.
Yeah, that was like the start of like the 2007 college football season, like the year of the upset.
Yeah.
Where, like everybody was just
I know what
losing.
you're talking about. But,
But it's just bigger stage for the Landon Donovan goal.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. And then the last matchup in the first round, we've got Carlos Alcaraz's Roland Garros comeback last year.
That was sick.
Being down 2-0 against Jannik Sinner and coming back to win, or Alex Ovechkin breaking Wayne Gretzky's goal record.
Sucks because that Alcaraz comeback was really cool. But I say suck as in like not to diminish the moment.
Yeah.
But Ovi breaking the record was just, and the way he did it too, like classic, like one-timer Ovi goal, like.
Try to force it to him if he's open. Here is Ovechkin, shoots, he scores! He scores! Number 895!
That was sick.
Yeah.
So
it's something that.
And scoring on a goalie that he had never scored on before either too. Like, pretty cool.
Well, like if you're just
That's
gonna,
if
like,
you know ball.
If you're gonna
respectfully.
If you're gonna compare it, people have come back down 2-0 in tennis a lot.
Exactly.
It was a huge comeback because he had nothing for 2 sets.
Yeah.
But like scoring 896 goals, like it's not something that is probably ever going to be done
in the same season.
Right.
Yeah, coming
so,
back.
yeah, it's the Ovi goal record for sure. All right, on to the round of 32. We have the helmet catch against the LeBron block.
This year is going to start getting a little tougher. I feel like I think we're on different sides of this one.
Where are you?
I think initially I feel like the LeBron block.
Yeah, I'm on helmet catch.
Yeah, but I think I agree. You don't even need to bring the coin out because like, what year was the block? Was the year they obviously beat the
2016.
Warriors? Yeah, and that weren't they? They came back down from 3-1 too or whatever. That was really legendary. But I feel like there's more legendary moments. I think the helmet catch is honestly one of them. So.
All right.
I can agree with that.
Helmet
Especially
catch.
because like the impact that game had to like fucking like that was crazy. So
helmet catch to the Sweet 16. Next up, 2004 ALCS against the Nick Castellanos home run.
ALCS.
04 ALCS.
I don't feel like this round's going to need a lot of explaining.
No, we already
really
explained
tight.
our stances on things.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Kick 6 against Sherman versus Crabtree.
Ooh. Is it the kick 6? I think for me it's the kick 6.
For me, it's Sherman versus Crabtree.
Okay, give me sway me. Try to sway me.
You want me to just do the speech?
Again.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game.
Yeah, okay. There it
You
is.
try me with a side receiver like Crabtree?
That was so good.
That's the result you're going to get. Don't you open your mouth about me.
That's crazy. You know this.
Who was talking about you? The Crabtree.
Yeah, okay.
Don't open your mouth about the best.
Kick 6 was crazy.
Or I'm a machete for you real quick. LOB.
Yeah, there it is. LOB. Out.
Boom. All right, next up, Caitlin Clark logo 3 against Tiger Woods 2019 Masters.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Just on the phone with the president. That was such a good line.
Man.
Tony, did you watch Tony Romo's body
Yeah,
cam?
what do you think? He was fucked.
It had he was.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But
it had shades of Tiger Woods in
like,
it.
Mind if I stretch?
That was insane. I'm so
2 back surgeries.
I hate Tony Romo. So glad he got like
any,
a little
recent
piece of
head
humble
injuries?
pie. The one edit.
He's bad concussions.
There was an edit was so funny.
I
It was
haven't
like
seen
any
edits
recent
yet.
head injuries, and it like did like the "That's So Raven" thing where it zoomed in
Oh,
on his
I know,
eye,
every-
and it was just him on the ground after he broke his neck. It's like so
That's so
good.
terrible.
Messi wins the World Cup against 1 yard short. I know where I'm going.
Messi?
World Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
World Cup.
How about Speed performing? That was honestly like
I
good
didn't
for
even
him.
watch it.
Yeah, me either, but I didn't even know what was going on. Yeah, Messi. I agree with Messi.
I turned my TV on. I saw Post Malone lip syncing, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put the Red Sox on." All right, next up, Butler interception against the Kawhi buzzer beater. This is
That's
this is
basically
a
the
Final
same play. It
Four
feels like.
I'm going Malcolm Butler.
I'm gonna go Malcolm
interception.
Butler. I think the Kawhi buzzer beater was really like obviously a legendary moment, but when you're comparing it to the Butler interception, I think even non-Patriot fans are gonna say that was just absurd.
Yeah. Next up, Linsanity against 28-3.
28-3.
28-3.
Shout out Jeremy Lin though.
Yeah, no, that was a great. Much like the Linsanity run,
Yeah.
it was a great run to the
run
round
for
of
him.
32 of our
Proud
bracket.
of him.
Next up, UMBC over Virginia against TJ Sochi.
I'm gonna go. I think, dude, that's honestly really hard. Harder than I. No.
This is tough for.
This is tough because like I want to say TJ Sochi, but I think for like the general fan, it's UMBC.
I think it's UMBC.
I think
I think
just because it was the first
so
time it ever
rare.
happened.
Yeah,
and
again,
Virginia was like a legitimate 1 seed.
The
Like, they
TJ
were, like,
Oshie thing, like that was the first time that had ever really happened too. Like a player just kept getting sent out for a shootout. It maybe would be more iconic if the U.S. had like 1 goal.
I
that
agree,
year.
or if that was like a goal, for some reason a goal.
Yeah,
like clincher game where you get into the goal.
I mean, you could say the same thing about UMBC though. Like, oh, it would have been more iconic if they kept winning.
But like
lost
they
the
weren't
next
expected to even like.
No, it's the first time in
Yeah,
history that's happened.
I agree with you there.
We'll go UMBC over Virginia. All right, on to the other side of the bracket. 2008 Wimbledon against Monet Davis.
Wimbledon.
You think so?
Well,
I'm thinking Monet Davis. In terms of icon, like I
Yeah,
think
no,
the
legendary
casual
status,
fan will
Monet
remember Monet Davis.
I agree. Philly area.
Yeah,
I think she was from Philly.
Yeah, I don't think the casual fan's gonna like.
Yeah, I would know. I would
immediately
agree with that.
remember
Of
Federer, Nadal.
Legendary status, Monet Davis.
Next up, this is the kick in the teeth. Aaron Boone ALCS walk off against the Philly Special.
Yes. Next.
We will skip
double it
this
and
round.
pass it to the next. I think Philly Special maybe.
I would say so too.
Yeah, Philly Special.
I think that takes.
I think that.
And you can't call us bias on this.
Yeah,
one.
no, that was
because either way we're getting fucked.
That was a crazy play, and that's when the momentum really shifted in that game, where it's like Tom Brady can break every record he wants in this game. We're just not going to get it.
Yeah,
it's not for us. People. That's another thing we've talked about this with other moments. Did he not break a Super Bowl record that game with yards thrown?
He did. He threw like 600 yards and we lost.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. Partially because
Drake
we were
did something
down.
similar where he had like an unreal fourth quarter, but like it meant nothing.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
that's cool. Really nice.
I take that with a grain of salt because that
No, I
means you were
agree.
losing and
And
you
they
had to
just were
start
playing
throwing the
prevent
ball.
defense, yeah.
But that game was the Drake May one's different.
Oh, for sure.
That game was closer.
Yeah, I agree. But I agree. Philly Special.
Yeah, Philly Special. Next up, Aguero wins the Prem against the Bautista bat flip.
Aguero wins.
I'm going
the Prem.
Aguero.
Yeah. What would it have been? You think this is a hypothetical world if it was Minneapolis? Would you have won?
I would have still gone Aguero.
Okay, I felt like it was going to win either way.
It just because of the to win the league.
Yeah,
the
no,
way,
that's
like,
crazy.
And it's such a nuanced thing with like
they don't really even know that they lost. Like that meant what it meant either in the game. You don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know. Man, you won. Maybe they did.
Yeah, they probably didn't because they were still playing.
Yeah.
They probably assumed that Man U was gonna win.
Yeah,
I think
so
the more iconic part of that broadcast, if you watch the full thing, is like Man U's game ends, and then they go picture in picture to Man City, and the Man U players are on the pitch watching.
Wow, that's
like
cool,
it's a
yeah.
very cool
Yeah,
moment.
I'll have to fully watch that.
And it's such a nuanced thing that doesn't happen in American sports, really. Like
Mm-hmm.
the scoreboard watching, it does, but
not
not
as
to
much
that
though,
extent.
because it's
not for a change.
I learned it this year watching with you, and it really is like you
Yeah.
really need to pay attention to the standings. You really need to pay attention to how tight a game is. And what was it? I was in Man City had a draw this year against Everton, right?
Yeah,
that was like very substantial.
Oh yeah,
and like
that was what
yeah,
started it
exactly.
And
towards
then,
the end
like
of it,
Arsenal won the league; they weren't even playing.
Yeah, literally, yeah,
Like, yeah.
So
Next up, we got Crosby golden goal against LeBron's decision.
Crosby.
Have you made your decision?
I will make a decision.
Who have you told about this
I will live
decision?
in New York City. Play for the 76ers.
Next up, President Bush first pitch against the Arsenal Invincibles. I don't think I can make a choice here.
I think yeah, that's a hard one. You probably, I think I might need to go Bush here, and it's nothing to do with Arsenal. Is it just because the same weight that it holds, or is that just to get you out of, you know what I mean? Like, is that a get out of jail free card?
No,
So,
I
don't wanna be
won't have a
insensitive.
problem if Bush
Yeah.
goes through. I think it's sacrilegious to pick against Arsenal for
Yeah.
me, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think now that I know though, like they didn't lose a game. That's legendary. It's never happened before, and it never happened before until them.
Never,
and it still hasn't happened.
38 games in a season.
Let's go Arsenal.
Because
part of me honestly wanted to go Odell, so I'm like content letting Bush like that first pitch go. I think the weight that it holds and the impact and the significance of it was amazing, but we're talking iconic sport moment. I think that's a great United States moment and a great moment that happened in United States sports, but Arsenal. It's so hard. It feels wrong to pick against it, but I can't. Then are we gonna go all the way to the final with the President Bush first pitch?
It could probably make a run,
but because of like the impact, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
just because of the. I think it's a better moment. That's what this draft is. It's moments.
You're right. Okay, so then like now
I'm gonna switch. I think President Bush.
Okay, so I was playing your side. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is at the end of the day. It's
moments.
moment.
You're right. Sports moments.
It's a better moment. Next up, butt fumble against the Jenkins buzzer beater. Going Jenkins.
Yeah. I love the butt fumble, but like
not like as iconic as a national championship winning buzzer beater. Next up, USA Hockey wins goal against the Bruins third period comeback.
That's really hard.
Really hard.
Can we just flip a coin and just not even argue?
I feel like we gotta.
I'm just kidding. I think for me, overall sports moment, everyone cared that the USA won. The casual hockey fan might care that the Bruins had that comeback in 2013. Objectively, for both of us, they carry the same weight almost. But I think winning gold against Canada, honestly, no one expected us to win. You look at that 3-on-3 lineup, everyone's thinking Canada. Everyone. We lost to them the Four Nations the year before. And it's the whole game itself. We're not even talking about just the goal. Like, Hellbuck lights out all game. The save he made with the paddle, I think that was off. I don't even remember who he saved that on, but like, that would have been Morrissey if he was healthy. I think he was. Or maybe he was hurt. No, he was hurt, so it wasn't Morrissey. But you know what I mean? Like, it's insane.
Like, the guy from the Avalanche.
Was it McKinnon?
No.
McKinnon missed a wide open net.
No, the third.
Carr?
No, the third. Devontae's.
Oh, well, yeah, it was a Tays, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I think for me, maybe it's recency bias.
You convinced me. I was initially going to say Bruins third.
But it's just like,
comeback,
dude, like that whole game and like you're waking up 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Like, bars were packed. Like,
the
whole country.
The
whole country.
It's a bigger moment. And you have to admit.
And honestly, tie in, and this is just me saying for this round, the women's team too in overtime over Canada.
Well, the whole
USA hockey, like,
all the way
oh my
through.
God, like, unreal.
And the sled hockey team is so dominant too.
Unreal. Declan Farmer's sick.
Yeah. And then Landon Donovan goal against Ovi's record-breaking goal.
I think Ovi for me.
I go Ovi as well. Yeah. All right, back to the top, but we're in the Sweet 16 now.
Nice.
Back to the top of the bracket on the other side. We've got the helmet catch against the 2004 ALCS. 04 ALCS.
Me too. Yeah, for sure.
I don't even think that's bias. I think most sports fans would say Red Sox down 3-0 coming back, being the first time in Major League Baseball history that teams come back. You know, the fact that it was Red Sox, Yankees. So many moments within that series too. Mm-hmm. Like we said, Dave Roberts steal, Kevin Millar walking to set up the Dave Roberts steal, Poppy Homer the one night, Poppy Homer the next night, Johnny Damon in New York, like all of it, like the bloody sock.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
A-Rod swatting the ball out of Bronson Arroyo's glove, like all of that. It was iconic. Sherman versus Crabtree against Tiger Woods 2019 Masters. Do you want me to do the Sherman thing again for you?
I'm telling you, so I'm assuming that's where you're going.
No, I think it's
Tiger Woods, yeah.
for sure.
I would love to hear it one more time, though.
No, that's something you only get.
That's what it's called.
Twice on Sunday. Yeah, I used to wear T-shirts with Tiger's mugshot on it,
that's
and
cool.
it said "So Back."
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
they're too
nice.
small.
That's a Pingree shirt.
That's a Pingree.
Definitely, like we all had shirts like that.
Yeah,
everyone wore a stupid like graphic tee that was like a face of someone or like someone. Like I think me and Chase, I remember both had we both bought Dan Bilzerian shirts for some reason, like in history class sophomore year. It would like, it was so stupid.
I had so many Tiger.
Yeah, I just have stupid.
I had
shirts.
Make Sundays Great Again with Tiger doing the fizz. I loved Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he's sick.
Next up, Messi wins the World Cup against the Butler interception. Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
28-3 or UMBC?
28-3.
The fact that we're going to get 28-3 against Malcolm Butler in the next one, though, is good. Because that's like...
that. But I think people can agree with that.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I don't know what I'm going to pick there.
Yeah.
Monet Davis against Philly Special. Both Philadelphia.
I think Philly Special. Do I? No, I don't.
I gotta think about this.
What is your thought process, Brendan?
I think, like I kind of said, like I think wider scale, like Monet Davis was probably more iconic.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I like hate the Philly Special so much, but it's like.
But is that like I think my rebuttal to that is like, is the Philly Special that iconic of a play? Compared to other,
I guess maybe because it was like Nick Foles,
like
back, a quarterback catching a touchdown.
Yeah.
Was he the first? I think he became the first quarterback.
Was he
to catch a touchdown in Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go Monet Davis on my end.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aguero wins the Prem against the Crosby Golden Goal. I'm going Aguero because I think it's just real tough to beat that. Like just with you talk about moments. I think it's a bigger moment than Canada beating the U.S.
I can see that
in hockey.
I agree with that. I'm content with that.
All right, as much as like the Crosby,
I think
goal
if it was
like,
hockey moments, I'm going. I think it'd be hard to not pick Crosby all the way, but I think we're going like obviously great all sports. I'm content with that.
Yeah, I just think it's more iconic.
No, the weight that one carries too. I mean,
yeah, and it's such an iconic call too.
I'm game for that.
President Bush first pitch against Jenkins buzzer beater. I think President Bush.
Yeah. I would agree with you.
Yeah, although we almost took it. That was more of a bias thing.
Yeah, I think I was trying to play into the bias too for you a little bit.
I appreciate that. Well, you're an Arsenal fan.
I am, but I was unaware of that until recently. Not the Arsenal fandom, but.
And then the U.S. hockey winning gold against Ovi breaking the goal record.
Gold.
USA. Yeah,
gold.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Elite Eight.
Nitty gritty now, baby.
Here we go. 2004 ALCS against Tiger Woods 2019 Masters. That's tough. There's
like a very good argument for both.
Yeah, there's a good part of me that's like it's Tiger.
I agree, kind of, and it sucks.
I don't want to take the 04 ALCS out, but I think
it's just hard because it's like what we talked about earlier when we first touched on the Tiger. That was just like that just doesn't happen.
But what's more improbable? Down 0-3 against your rivals, trying to break an 86-year curse, or like the most dominant golfer of the 21st century. But again, it was like the fact that he was even able to play after all the surgeries had been through, like, and the DUI stuff and the reputation. This is really good. I think I'd go Tiger by like a hair.
My heart is telling me it's Tiger.
Because I think about like icon, but it's like if you want to go bar for bar here, like iconic imagery, Tiger walking up 18, or like Kurt Schilling bloody sock, or Dave Roberts stealing second. Nah, it's 04 ALCS for me. I'm so back and forth, but I think that's more iconic. We can leave it to the coin.
I think I'm trying to not play into the bias, but I think there is no bias at stake. Honestly, I agree with you. I think the Tiger. I think there are probably better golf moments that obviously like not better because I think that's one of the biggest ones ever, but like.
That's so tough.
It's so hard, but I just think like, yeah, I kind of agree with what you said. Like everything at stake, like you have the best golfer arguably ever making a very improbable comeback or a team that no one ever believed could make it out of what they were in. and then doing it against our arch rival and in the fashion they did it, everything. I don't know. Maybe it's the Boston bias, but give me the 04.
04. Yeah, I think it is. I
don't even care if it is.
Yeah,
the Boston
whatever.
bias. This is our pod. Fuck. This is our fucking podcast. Sorry, this is our
pod. All right, next up.
Fuck what you think.
We've got Malcolm Butler interception against 28-3.
I think for me it's 28-3. I stand like grounded in that.
I also, you get kind of both sides of Deflategate here. 2014 is like, it was Deflategate. 2017 was like, I need to stop saying people forget. People remember. Brady was suspended for the first four games of the season. Yeah, brings this, and Jacoby Brissett, shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Brings this, season to life. Just like Robert Kraft's speech afterwards, saying a lot has happened in the last few years, holding up the Lombardi and saying this is unequivocally the sweetest.
Yeah.
That's like, I still like cry when I watch that.
That's a sad.
But Malcolm Butler is like, yeah, we'll go 28-3. I think it's a better game. I think I'm comparing games in my head now, like the Seahawks game. I think it's a better game. Butler interception might be like a better moment. I'll go 28-3 though. It is.
Do you feel comfortable in that?
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
I mean, I don't think I'm heartbroken either way because they're two of my favorite Boston sports moments.
Yeah,
so
two of the best things that ever happened to us as fans.
Yeah, we should do a Boston sports moment bracket. There's enough to do.
We basically are.
Next up, Monet Davis or Aguero. I'm going Aguero.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Monet Davis
run
ends there.
Yeah, I agree. Legendary though.
And then President Bush first pitch against USA Hockey winning gold.
I think you know my answer.
You're gonna say USA Hockey.
I'm gonna.
First
time since 1980.
I think Bush's first pitch is a more iconic moment.
Okay.
We'll do coin.
Yeah, I think
it's only right.
I think it hasn't gotten to
Bush's heads. The other USA's tails. USA Hockey goes through. All right.
I think give it a couple more years and that's gonna.
Yeah, the recency bias might be it's too new.
Yeah, but for me, man, that's just gonna go down like first time since 1980. NHL players have never won it. And for USA, I just think it's just awesome.
Yeah. All right. Our final four: 2004 ALCS, 28-3. Aguero wins the Prem, and the USA Hockey wins a gold medal.
Wow, that feels so weird.
It does. This doesn't feel like the four best.
Expected, but it's where we're at, and I like that. That's why these are fun.
Yeah. All right. So let's start on the Boston side of things. 2004
really
ALCS or the 28-3 comeback.
I think part of me leans 28-3.
See, I'm a known nostalgia merchant.
Yeah.
For me, the 2004 Red Sox and the 2004 ALCS is
best thing ever.
Is like the best thing ever. 28-3 also is, and the thing is, I didn't even live through the 2004 ALCS.
No.
I don't remember watching the games. I remember going to the parade. I remember vividly my parents staying up late to watch the games. And I've been told, my parents can come on the podcast and back this up, that back then I had I had trading cards. So they got me trading cards, and they'd show me the card and I knew the player. Low key was a baseball nerd at 2. So I definitely was aware, but I think I've kind of lost the memory of all of that as 22 years later. 28-3 is very much still you remember where you were. I remember who I was with. I remember what I was wearing. I remember what I did.
That's the thing for me. I mean, I was 4 months old, 5 months old.
I'm gonna vote 04 ALCS. I think it's more iconic. I think the moments packed into that, like we just talked about with Robert Steele with the bloody sock.
Give it to me.
You want 04 ALCS?
Give it to me. Send it to the finals.
All right. Yeah. I don't think 28-3 going out in the semis is a bad thing.
Not at all.
And then on the other side of the bracket, we've got Sergio Aguero winning the Prem or USA Hockey winning gold. I think I'll side with you on this one.
Okay.
I think the weight of an Olympic gold medal in a sport where you have been dominated, Olympics after Olympics, 4 nations after
decades and decades.
Yeah, and this is the first time that any of us have lived through USA Hockey winning a gold medal. Yeah. Man City, obviously this kind of unlocked it, but they went on to win the Prem 8 more times after this. Yeah. And it is iconic in the way that it happened, but I think it, again, with kind of the 28-3, I think it's okay going out in semis. We'll go with USA Hockey. And then in our final.
That's so crazy. I would not have anticipated
I wouldn't
this
have picked these two.
for my final.
We have the 2004 ALCS against USA Hockey winning a gold medal this year.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's easy for me at this point.
Yeah, ALCS for you. Yeah. Let's give it to it. I love that.
I think it's more iconic.
I think, yeah. I can agree with that with all this, the 30 for 30, what was the Netflix thing they did?
Yeah, I think it was just called like the comeback. 4 days in October was the 30 for 30.
So yeah, then just the comeback.
Yeah.
Like the impact that had for just a turning point in a franchise that needed it most in a city too. So wow, that was quite like poetic.
That was.
Let's
Preach.
Quote that.
Snaps.
I was probably like a couple months old. I think I was like literally 4 months old.
You would have been, yeah, because it was October. Yeah.
I remember it though. Just kidding.
I was there.
No, let's do it. I like that. That is the best moment of our century.
I
so
think,
far.
like you said, give it time. The celebration of the USA Hockey, like
elation.
Yeah, I think people are going to remember the players, the Kachucks and the Hughes brothers and McAvoy and Hellebuck. But I think 04 ALCS, being one of the only teams in professional sports history to come back down 0-3 on riding this 86-year curse and all the moments that happened within that. We promised we were going to throw our biases or our hesitancy.
We said we were going to be biased.
Yes, we were going to throw our biases into the middle.
And they should.
Not to the side. And so we did that.
The
2004
middle of the bracket too.
ALCS.
I can agree with that though.
Is officially, according to the TBR podcast, the best sports moment of the 21st century.
I love that. That was sick.
Nice.
That was sick.
I
feel content with that.
That was difficult at times.
Yeah. But I felt like we were on the same page and we think like-minded for the most part with a lot of our, reasonings and rationales behind it.
Yeah.
We're not going to see eye to eye on 64, 32 choices to start. But
no. Yeah. I think we did a pretty good job.
I would agree with that.
Well, thank you all so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, listening, if you're on Spotify, we are going to be back doing these bracket podcasts on a weekly basis. We'll also have extra episodes on the off weeks, just chopping it up, talking about current events, sports, life, the podcast, doing some trivia, doing some blind rankings, doing whatever it is we want because it's our show.
It's our fucking podcast.
And we're going to change the name to just our podcast. But if you want to suggest some topics for our next bracket, leave a comment down below.
That'll be helpful.
It would be really helpful. And if you agreed, let us know what you think the best moment in sports history is. Let us know what you think the best sports moment of the 21st century is. Make sure to follow us, TBR Sports, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe, TBR Sports. And if you want to enter that giveaway, make sure to be following TBR Sports, following the podcast channel, which will also be linked in the description of the podcast. And if you're watching this, obviously, you'll have access to that channel as well. But we will be back with another bracket pod. Until then, thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time.
Peace.